What if I have the urge to tell you something and you don't like what you hear? Next, Saul Goodman. All that's left is my fee. Ka-ching.
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down discussing the new Season 5 trailer for Better Call Saul involving Kim and Jimmy. With that being said, warning of spoilers for everything in the show up to the Season 4 finale, and let's jump right into this. So, this trailer focuses on Jimmy revealing his true colors to Kim as she really starts to meet Saul for the first time.
Jimmy, you are an attorney. There's no amount of money that is worth this.
There's no way to prove anything.
Throughout the show, Jimmy has been acting like Saul a bunch behind Kim's back, doing cons to get what he wants, and also in Season 4, he's officially worked under the Saul Goodman name, selling burner phones to kind of sketchy characters on the street. And as we see him explain to Kim in the trailer, he's sticking with the same name because since he wants the same clientele, he wants criminals, as his customers, he's going to stick with a name that they'll recognize, as we saw in the previous season.
You're gonna call yourself Saul Goodman.
I stay Saul Goodman. They call the guy they already know. Next. You press that and poof, I'm there.
Now, in my first promo trailer breakdown for Season 5, we actually called Saul's number from the trailer, and in the voicemail, we could hear Saul talking about how he's not just the phone guy anymore, he's the law guy.
You reached Saul Goodman. Looking for phones? Well, I've got a surprise for you. The phone guy is no longer just the phone guy. I'm the law guy, your law guy. That's right, Saul Goodman, attorney at law. You meet the law, you want the law to meet me. Leave a message after the beep. I'll get back to you before you sleep.
I assume that this is supposed to be what the customers would hear when they call in during Season 5 of the show. So, the trailer starts with Jimmy putting on his old ring that he got from Marco back in Season 1, and then we see him sitting down with Kim. The way he rubs his ring kinda signifies that he's getting ready to manipulate or con her in some way, and then we hear him ask her what if he had the urge to tell her something that she wouldn't like to hear, which just sounds like their relationship in a nutshell. That being said, I'd have to guess that he wants to tell her about his Saul Goodman plans, but whether it's just to focus on criminals on the streets as Saul or something more specific that she wouldn't like to hear, we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we can see more of Kim just being completely weirded out by Saul's true colors, both metaphorically and literally, as she checks out all of his different colored suits. Throughout the Season 5 trailers, we can see that Saul's bringing back the colored suits with full force, and it makes sense that this is the time to do so. Anyways, this is where the trailer gets really interesting. As we get different clips of Jimmy acting like Saul, we hear Kim telling him that he's finally an attorney and that after everything they had to go through in Season 4 to accomplish that, nothing is worth ruining it. Saul tries to brush it off by telling her that everything's fine because no one can prove anything, but then in the next clip we see both of them standing in a courtroom. Is Kim taking Jimmy to court here? Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not where the defending lawyer and the prosecutor stand when they're waiting for the judge? It's almost like the trailer's trying to tell us that not only is Kim not okay with Jimmy's actions, she's bothered by him bragging about it and brushing it off so much that she actually wants to, teach him a lesson by taking him to court for something. She couldn't possibly want to take away his law license just like Chuck, could she? Could Jimmy really continue just this domino effect of disappointment so much that Kim becomes completely appalled by who he is and actually begins to think that Jimmy shouldn't be practicing law? The other option is that she'd be taking him to court for something that would result with a slap on the wrist, but to be honest, shouldn't it be bad for him to go to court for any reason after just how much of a tight string he's walking on after he barely even got approved at the end of the last season? Also, if Saul starts working with criminals, especially Nacho, the Salamancas, or Gus, could they get spooked by Kim getting Jimmy in trouble? Is it possible that Kim could get a hit taken out on her due to them not wanting to get thrown under the bus alongside Jimmy? I might create a follow-up video discussing Kim's conclusion for the show, especially if we get more hints in trailers as to what could happen, so let me know of any theories you think about Kim along with her and Jimmy. How will they break up? Will Jimmy stoop so low that she leaves him? Will she take him to court? Or will she end up getting killed by some criminal? In the behind the scenes trailer for season 5, Gus's actor joked about how he talked to Kim's actor regarding if they'll ever have their first scene together, and he said that if they do, she might die.
It's really funny, I have such great love for Ray, but we've never had a scene together. And she looked at me today and she said, "Hey, if I have a scene with you, does that mean I'm gonna die?" I said, you never know.
Now that's just jokes, but seriously, why would Kim ever have a scene with Gus unless she's in some serious shit? Unless she just decides to get chicken one day and walks in and sees him working as a manager, but there's still more trailers to discuss, and I'll see you guys back in my next few videos regarding those. I also want to discuss Gene's conclusion in more detail as well. There's also a few new Walking Dead trailers released, so be on the lookout for some breakdown discussions on those too as we get closer to season 10 returning. And since both shows are returning on the same day back to back, it's going to be a busy start for 2020, that's for sure. That being said, I appreciate all the support recently. It's actually outstanding. The amount of positive comments and discussions we've had, along with obviously the views and ratings, have just been a great response to the return of Better Call Saul. And I also really gotta say thank you to any of you who went out and checked my Rick and Morty video that I brought up previously. Finally, remember to like the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, as I'm always thankful for you guys helping me appease the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe and hit that bell notification for more content on Better Call Saul in the near future. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out!